everybody, and Merry Christmas. We are here for our Christmas movie draft. It'll be a lot of fun time. I'm here joined by always with Jaden and Layla. But we also have a special guest today, Emma. Welcome back to the pod for her second appearance ever. How are we doing today, guys?
We are doing good. Um, I'm excited. Today is the first day of Hanukkah, but I'm really excited to do a Christmas movie draft. I'm ready.
We love to see it. Holiday season is so special, and we have a special draft here for you guys today. So I'm very excited for that.
I'm so excited. I'm very much like most years, like the recent years. I feel like it's like a since COVID thing. I've been just like so unexcited for Christmas, but this year I feel really Christmassy. So doing this like early on in December is really getting me in the mood. I'm excited. I think we have some great picks lined up.
Hell yeah, we have 4 rounds of this draft, and there's so many great movies to choose from. The format will work like this. The first 3 rounds will be your traditional movies based around Christmas. Anything that involves Christmas as a main story will be accepted. And for our fourth round, we are going to do a fun little Is This a Christmas Movie round? Something that has Christmas in it, but it's not the main focus. And there should be some fun picks in there. The order, as we predetermined by random wheel, before we started recording goes Layla, Jaden, Emma, and then me. And for the second and fourth rounds, we will snake it and go me, Emma, Jaden, Layla. Are we ready to start?
Let's do it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
let's do this. So,
All right,
I'm gonna
Layla.
kick it off. Perfect. Let's do this. Okay, so I was debating whether to go with my like silly pick first, but I think I'm gonna save that till last because I'm pretty sure no one else will have it on their list, or I hope they don't. So I'm gonna start with an absolute classic. This is like the first Christmas film I watch every year, and I'm gonna go Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. It's one of my favorites. I could watch it like 20 times in December and not get bored of it. It's so iconic. I quote it so much, and it's just the perfect Christmas film for anyone to watch. And it's such a great. I love all the Home Alone films, but this one is definitely my favorite. So that is my first pick.
It's a very good
And then it
pick. I
goes to
had that
me,
on my
right?
list in my head. Yeah.
That's a good
Only
one.
negative about that movie is the Donald Trump jump scare. So.
It's true.
Yeah.
Block it from your memory.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I try to block
so
all
it's
of like 2016 through 2020 out of my memory, honestly.
Just pretend it's Sebastian Stan's version.
No, I'm
Oh
just
my
pretending
gosh.
Sebastian Stan is not doing
Oh
that.
God, I can't.
Right.
Why would he do this
It's
to
so
me?
crazy
I'm
to me.
devastated.
I said,
That feels like a
why would
personal
you accept
attack.
that role? That seems like
Literally, why would you do that to yourself?
Like, why? Why? Oh my God, I can't.
All right, Jaden, over
Whatever.
to you.
Yeah, so my pick is more of a recent Christmas movie, and I know CJ is gonna be like, really, dude. But it's Spirited. This is with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. It's not the side, no, but this was a fun movie. Actually, I didn't watch it until this year. I know it's a couple years old now, but I really enjoyed it. It was like a musical, and there was nothing not to enjoy. And Will Ferrell doesn't scream in this, so it's actually funny. You should give it a
Wow,
watch.
maybe you'll like it, CJ.
okay. So I have seen it, and I was gonna say I
Okay.
don't think it's the worst movie in the world. It's not my favorite
Wow.
Okay.
but you know what? I
I'll
was
take it.
expecting a way worse of a movie starring Will Ferrell to be drafted first. So I'm just
I was
glad we
expecting it
haven't
too.
That's
crossed
fair,
that
yeah.
bridge
Okay.
too, because
That's fair.
I hate that.
It's
damn
not on
movie,
my
so.
list, so
See, I wasn't gonna draft that one first, but I almost want to because out of spite, because I love that
Everyone
movie.
loves it apart from CJ, so it would be a good
Yeah,
pick.
literally,
Right.
It's terrible.
everybody loves that movie.
It's so bad. I can go on a
okay,
rant.
Scrooge.
Yeah, right.
You're dressing green for the Grinch.
Okay, so I guess it is my pick now. I don't know. I have a lot of good ones on my list, but I think I want to get this one, my absolute favorite one, out of the way, which is The Holiday, starring Jack Black and Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, and it's just one of my all-time favorite movies, like in general. It's so cozy and adorable, and the score is actually like amazing. I believe it's Hans Zimmer, and like you can tell, like it's really just it's about movies, it's about Christmas, and it's just delightful. So I have to have that as my first pick.
That's valid. I've never
Jude
seen
Law
it,
is
but
beautiful.
Yes, he is.
I
CJ, you have to
love
see it.
Cameron
I
Diaz and
haven't
I
seen it
love Kate
either.
Winslet, so I have to
Okay,
check it out.
that is the next watch party that we're doing because it is just excellent. Like it feels like a hug. Like the movie feels like a warm hug.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
All right, for my first pick, I'm going with something that Layla just described me as, and I'm picking the 2018 Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch. The new animation I really love. I think it's
Oh.
my favorite Grinch movie out of the three. The Jim Carrey one is still forever terrifying, but this one is just so cute and wholesome. And it's just a really fun watch. The music's really good too. Tyler the Creator actually I think does the music for it, which
Oh,
is
I didn't
really
realize that.
fun. It's a great movie, and if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. I know it's a remake, but they do switch up the story a little bit and make it a little bit different, and it's awesome. And Benedict Cumberbatch rules always. So
Yeah.
it's a fun
It is a
watch.
great movie. I really
That's a
enjoyed
good
that
pick.
Grinch. Yeah.
And I'm going back to back here, and I want to take this before Layla gets it because I feel like it's probably on her list. And I'm taking Good Luck, Charlie, It's Christmas from Disney Channel because I love that movie. Amy Duncan, Teddy Duncan, the whole Duncan family is so fantastic. It's so cheesy, but it's so iconic. Just it's just a classic take on the trying to be home for Christmas type movies. And they just do it so good, so well. And Bridget Mendler is one of the most iconic girls on the planet. I fucking love her. I will always bop to her music forever. And I had to get my Disney Channel pick out here because I knew Layla was coming for it.
I cannot believe you've done this to me. I was like, surely no one will think of this. For fuck's sake. Okay. That was like one of my favorite Disney Channel original movies.
Oh,
Like,
I
even when
think
it
it's one of my
wasn't
favorites,
Christmas,
too.
I would have it on. I love it so much.
Did we pick that in our Disney Channel draft? I don't remember.
No, I don't think we
I
did.
want to. I don't think we did. We should have. Criminal if we
wait.
didn't.
Maybe we did.
We definitely had something
go
Good
back.
Luck Charlie, but I don't
Something
think it was
was
the
Good Luck
Christmas one.
Charlie.
Hmm.
I need to watch that. I haven't seen.
It's so good.
It's so good,
And it's
really.
actually like I don't know if you ever watched the show, but like this
Yeah,
is like
I
one of
love
the
the
few
show.
times the Disney Channel movie like had a plot effect on the show.
Yeah.
Like there's a big announcement in this movie that like affects the future of the show, which is really fun.
I
So
did not realize that. Okay, I love the show, so yeah, I'm gonna put that on my Christmas list this year.
it's so
Movie list.
iconic.
So good.
It's-
Ugh. Okay.
Emma, that brings us back
Oh,
to
it's
you.
me again. Sorry, I was like, I thought it was Layla, so I was just sitting there. Okay, so let's see. Let me make a decision. I think since we were talking about the Grinch, I'm gonna go with my favorite Grinch iteration with Jim Carrey, of course, because it is slightly terrifying. That's valid. I do see that. But he's just so iconic, and I quote it all the time, and I just love it. It's outrageous and weird, and it's a classic.
It is a great movie. Like
It is so
I do
good.
enjoy it. This is mildly terrifying at times.
It is nightmare fuel. That is completely fair.
But
Oh my
also,
God.
the
It was-
Grinch is such a fucking mood. Like,
He really
when
is.
he's like
that's
trying
the
to
thing.
get ready to go out, and he's like, "I can't find anything to wear, so I'm not going." Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's it. I'm not going. I'm just like, he's me. He's just like me. Like,
Yeah,
Is it the baby Grinch that's like very terrifying? Like when he's the baby?
Yes.
Yes.
yes, baby
Scary.
Grinch is absolute
Horrifying.
nightmare fuel. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's
Oh my god!
That's
And all the
amazing.
people in Whoville, like all the prosthetics
Oh,
they
yeah,
have on
they
their
have-
face,
Yeah.
are terrifying
it's really
too.
creepy.
So terrifying.
It's
Who
really
directed that? Who directed that? I'm looking it up.
Ah, that's a good
I
question.
can't think actually.
I have no idea.
I feel like it's someone.
I really
Jim
wanna watch
Carrey.
Grinch now.
That'd be too.
Such a good film.
Ron
Great.
Howard.
Oh,
was the
oh,
director of that
okay.
one.
That sounds
Interesting.
go,
familiar.
Ron.
Very interesting.
He's
I
the
love the
director
dog.
of the Da Vinci Code.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
what?
What's
Okay.
Switch Up?
Interesting.
Oh yeah, what's the fucking dog called? Is it Max?
Max,
Max,
yeah,
yeah.
he's just so
Max.
cute in that with the little. He's so adorable.
Yeah.
Wow,
He's
Da Vinci
iconic.
Code. He also directed Solo, apparently.
Where are
What?
Interesting.
Wow,
The diversity.
wow, Splash.
The range.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn, that is a huge range. Like,
The Da Vinci Code to the Grinch. That's wild.
That is like
Good for him.
completely-
And he did
Yeah.
Apollo 13 too.
What?
Aw.
My God,
And
Such a
his
great
next
roster,
movie is How
wow.
the Grinch Stole Christmas.
that's so
Oh my
wild.
God.
Oh, he directed
What
A
a
Beautiful
guy.
Mind too. That's right.
You go, Ron Howard.
You know
What
what?
a
This
guy.
is
We're
That's
on
a
Howard
slay.
stands now.
Yeah.
We're
I'm a-
jealous.
I'm a-
Yeah,
I have no
seriously.
choice but to stand. Like that's really impressive.
Oh my God.
Jaden,
All right,
that
so it's
brings
me
us
now,
back
right?
to you. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So for my second pick, I'm probably because this is also another movie that I watched pretty recently for the first time, and I loved it immediately. It was Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
that's a
this
great
is a
movie.
bit of an older movie, but it was so funny. It was a good time. It was a very
It's a
good time,
classic.
and I love it so much.
I don't think I've seen
I
that
love-
or even heard of it.
Oh, have you seen any of the
What?
vacation
Who's
movies?
in it?
Yeah.
Chevy
Chevy
Chase.
Chase. Yeah.
Yes.
Like all those other what's Beverly D'Angelo, I think is the wife's name.
They're older,
Yeah,
Linda, but they're
actually,
so
never
even heard of
iconic.
that.
Yeah, you haven't seen
Yeah,
any of the
yeah, I
National
was gonna say
Lampoon.
they're kids.
So honestly, the original Vacation and European Vacation is my favorite. It's so funny. It is so funny.
Yeah.
You have to watch those movies.
Okay.
So great.
I've only
Chevy
seen
Chase
this
is
one,
so funny.
but it's made me
Oh.
want to watch the rest of them because
Okay, I
it
need
was so
to
good.
educate
I
the
understand
youths
why it's
because
iconic now.
it's
What's the one where
iconic.
they go to the amusement park? Which one is
That's
that?
the original Vacation.
Yeah, that
Yep.
one's good. I think that might be my favorite one.
Yeah, it's so fun. Oh my God. They actually did a remake, I think in 2015. It
Yeah,
wasn't with the same. It was
the guy
with
from The Office. I'm blanking.
Ed Helms. Was it Ed Helms? I think it was
Ed Helms. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Skylar Gisondo, I think, was in it, which is really random.
I fucking
but it was
love
actually-
that man.
I know, I love him so much. Honestly, like I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was pretty funny. I mean, you know, the originals are the classics, but it wasn't bad.
I like it. Oh, it's back to me.
Brings us
Okay.
back to you, Slayla.
Slayla.
Okay. Oh, I get to pick two in a row. I was debating between two, but I get to do a sneak peek anyway. So my first one is gonna be another just fucking iconic Christmas film, Miracle on 34th Street.
Mhm.
I am in love with this film. It's so cute. The guy who like is Santa is like the cutest guy ever. The little girl, I'm pretty sure she's Matilda, just younger. Like the actress who played Matilda. It's just such a sweet film, and it's just this is the film that will get me in the Christmas mood if I'm not already. We watch it so many times a year in our household, and it's just so iconic, and I love it a lot. Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it in a long
I have
time, but
not.
I've seen it before.
You
I need to
need
see
to
it.
watch it. It's
It's
so
very
iconic.
wholesome.
Yeah.
It's such like a sweet, like cute film. It's so great. You
I
should
love
watch it.
I'm gonna do all
Um,
my I've started my Christmas movie watch this week, but I'm gonna do like them all this weekend, just to get them all in.
And for my next pick, I'm debating like whether to go silly or serious, but I think I'm gonna go silly. It's Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. No, Drake and Josh was like the thing that fueled my childhood. Like
Yes.
I have two older sisters, so they were into Nickelodeon like way before I was. It was just my favorite show to come out of Nickelodeon ever. And Merry Christmas,
agree.
Drake and Josh. I haven't been able to find it anywhere online until I realized it was just on YouTube like a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I need to watch this right now. It's so funny. Like, Drake and Josh are just so iconic, and it actually has like a really decent plot, and like it's actually a really good film. So if you haven't seen it, please watch it. But yeah, I love Drake and Josh so much. So I had to get that in there, and I'm glad I took it.
Drake and Josh is the best.
It's so
I've
good.
actually never even seen an episode of Drake and Josh.
What?
Oh
I
my
was much
god,
more an
CJ.
iCarly victorious kid. Like,
Okay, I
that's
love
what-
iCarly
CJ.
too, but you have to watch Drake and
Yeah,
Josh.
You would
that's crazy.
fucking love it. Like, I'm so serious. You would be obsessed.
It's so funny. Oh,
So
it's the
good.
best.
I'll add it to the list.
Yes.
Do it.
Is it my turn again?
It's
Jaden's
Jaden
turn.
Or
next.
Jaden?
I
Yeah.
think.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. So my third pick. This is with Arnold Schwarzenegger and I believe young Anakin.
Oh.
Jingle All the Way.
Oh,
Oh,
This
That's a
movie
classic.
nice.
was so much fun, and it made me
see.
want a Turbo Man like instantly. I love this movie. It's so funny, and honestly, I haven't seen Arnold in a lot. Obviously, I've seen him in Predator and all those other classic movies, but I've never seen him in like a holiday movie, and I needed it. I didn't know I needed it until I watched it, and it was perfect.
I had no idea Jake Lloyd played the kid in that. That's crazy.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I need to watch that.
It's a good movie. It's a lot of fun. It's funny too.
Yeah,
It's a
that's on my
classic.
list.
We're making
adding
some
so many
long
good
lists
things.
here.
I know.
I know.
I'll never get through this list.
We got like 18 days till Christmas. We're gonna
Yeah.
be watching nothing but
Far a time.
movies.
All right, Evan. Now it's your turn again.
Okay, now it's my turn. Okay, what have I chosen so far? The Grinch and
The
The
holiday.
Holiday. Okay. Let's see. I think the next thing I want to go with. It's a tough decision. I think I'm going to go with this Netflix original. I think it came out 2 years ago. It's called Single All the Way, and I just love it. Yes, I know CJ, you've seen it. It's so cute. Just
Jennifer
Luke Evans
Coolidge
is in
is
it.
so iconic.
Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge is just amazing, and I watch it now. It's like one of the ones I watch every year. It's so good. It's so wholesome. Good LGBTQ representation, and it just makes me happy. So I'm choosing it.
I love that movie. And like
So
you were
good.
saying, Luke McFarlane from Boros is
Luke
also
McFarlane.
in
Why did
it.
I say Luke Evans?
But I love that man. I want him in everything
I
now.
agree.
So that movie's just so much fun. And Jennifer Coolidge is
I was gonna
always
say
just gonna be hilarious.
you sold me with Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah,
Me too.
You
That's why I was
literally-
like, oh,
she literally speaks the line in the movie like the gays love me. I don't know why, and I'm just like it's literally like her. That's just Jennifer Coolidge. It's true.
These gays.
These are trying to murder me.
That's a good pick. And I'm stuck here for my last pick of the traditional between two movies. And I'm just gonna do a shout out first and then I'll reveal my pick. Shout out to this is my favorite Christmas movie. I just for some reason decided not to draft it. But I'll Be Home for Christmas with JTT and Jessica Biel is my favorite Christmas movie. I love that movie. It's from like the 90s. I've watched it since I was like 8 years old. I love it. It's so funny. There's this part which I always crack up at now since Evermore has released because there's a song where this guy's like, "Oh Marjorie, oh Marjorie." Every time I watch that scene, I was like, "This is what caused Taylor Swift to write that song." Even though I know that is definitely not why she wrote that song in my
Absolutely
headcanon. That's why. But my real pick, I'm gonna go with something that's traditional but Christmas, but in a weird way. And that's David Harbour's Violent Night. I was debating this with Fit the
Good
Bill or not,
pick.
but I was like,
Good one.
I saw it last year in theaters, and I actually did not think I would enjoy it, and I had a very fun time watching it. I had a blast. It's like if Deadpool was a Christmas movie. The
Oh,
gore
wow.
is funny as hell. The violence is so cheesy and corny, but in the best way possible. It's just like the most campy movie I've ever seen in my life, I think. And it's really, really fun. It's a fun
I
watch.
love that.
And that brings us to our final round, which is
I'm
our
scared to
Is
just
This a
start.
Christmas Movie round. I'm up first thanks to the snake rules. And I am so glad because there's no movie I would rather draft than American Psycho
Nice.
as my Is This a Christmas
Okay.
Movie? There is a 1 minute and 50-second scene in the movie while they're at a Christmas party and Patrick Bateman, Christian Bale, puts on some Rudolph antlers. And that is enough for me to qualify it as a Christmas movie. So that is why I am drafting it here.
Fair enough.
Okay. I think we need some stricter rules next time. Because this is some bullshit.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Oh my god.
But
Oh,
American
goodness.
Psycho, the most iconic movie of all time. It's so unserious, but also so serious in the same time. So go
Oh,
check it
God.
out.
Okay.
Emma, that brings us to
Oh,
you.
it's me. Okay. So I could go with the classic one that everybody debates whether it's a Christmas movie, which it is, but I'm going to not do that one. I'm going to go with Iron Man 3 because in my
I
heart,
like it.
it is a Christmas movie. It is very underrated out of the Iron Man movies. I happen to love it. And it just screams Christmas to me. So that's my pick.
It's a
Valid,
good pick. Even
honestly.
though Cap was right.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think it's a Christmas movie.
Oh, I agree with you. I think it's a
Oh, okay,
Christmas movie
okay,
too.
good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though
I
it's Iron
I
Man.
just hate Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
True
fair.
Iron Man.
Valid, valid. But I have to give love to Iron Man 3.
Okay, I like it. Someone has to.
Yeah.
Right, Jaden.
All right. So I, for a second here, was stuck between two because I thought Emma was going to go with the one that I was originally going to go with, and that's Die Hard. I just watched it last night, actually, and I, A, understand the hype, and B, I understand why there's such an argument behind it. But it was so good. It's honestly one of my favorite Is It a Christmas Movie movies, and it's so good. Gotta love me some John McClane.
I've never
It's a
seen
great
it.
movie.
Me
Very,
neither.
very good. I only
Oh,
saw
it's
it for the
so
first time a
good.
few years ago. It's really good.
So good.
I just
Yeah.
know of it because of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Jake Peralta's
Yes.
obsession with.
Yeah.
That's the only things I know about it is whatever Jake Peralta has said about it.
That's fair.
And this is
All
the pick
right.
I'm most intrigued about, to be
Oh, I'm
honest.
so happy no one picked it. Okay, so this movie is one of my favorite films of all time. And I don't think it's a I don't think people would be like, you can't pick this as a controversial one because it literally is a Christmas movie, because I don't think it is. I'm gonna go for Little Women
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
because there's a lot of Christmas in there, like that you see them on Christmas Day. It's all in the snow, but that's not the whole film. It's not the plot. So I'm gonna go for Little Women. It's just a perfect Greta Gerwig's Little Women. It's just the perfect film. I love everyone in that cast. Timothy Chalamet is so perfect in that role. Emma Watson, Saoirse Ronan, Florence Pugh, and I'm blanking on who plays Beth. But the four sisters are just perfectly casted. It is just an incredible movie, and I cry every time at so many different parts just because it's so emotional. I love it so much. It's one of the best things ever created as a movie, and I'm so happy no one picked it. Yay!
I still need to watch that movie.
Emma,
It's very
you
high
will
priority. I know.
love it so much.
I know. It's on my high priority list, so I'm definitely gonna watch it.
How many lists do you have?
I have so many lists.
You need to see
Well,
it.
it's on my Letterboxd. I kind of been just like using my Letterboxd watch list and just putting stuff up. That's what I've kind of been going off of. So it's
I'd
on
be
there.
putting stuff on there and then just choosing to rewatch movies I've seen a bajillion
Same.
times.
I know.
I put
It's so
I
bad.
put things on that list and I never look at it again. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
that's how
like
it works.
there's stuff at the bottom of the list where I'm like, I don't even know why I put that on there. It's not gonna get
Yeah.
watched.
Honorable mention for Is This a Christmas Movie, just because I rewatched it like less than 24 hours ago, and that's Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah.
Because there
Good
is little
one.
Christmas in there.
That's a good
And
one.
Oh my
I
God,
just
yeah.
rewatched all the Pitch Perfect movies, so it's at the top of my
Yes.
head, and
Those are
it's
great
iconic
movies.
as fuck. So.
There's also
I wanna do an
another
honorable-
honorable mention. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My other honorable mention that would have been a little bit more controversial is Mean Girls. I would consider that a little bit of a Christmas movie.
I mean,
So I
it
was
just
tempted
has,
to pick
it
it.
has,
It has
just as much
Christmas in
Christmas
it.
as American Psycho.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly. So I honestly should have gone with that, but that's my honorable mention.
I'm surprised nobody picked Gremlins because that was my second pick
Oh,
after
yeah.
Die Hard. Gremlins is like,
I've never seen Gremlins.
I haven't
oh,
seen
dude,
it.
Yeah.
you're missing
haven't seen
out.
it.
I feel like this
Yeah.
entire episode has been someone saying, "Oh, I love this movie," and then all of us being like, "Oh, I've never seen it."
Haven't
Oh,
seen
add it to your list.
Mainly
Yeah,
the
these lists
youths
are
who
never-
haven't seen it.
Mainly the vacation movies. The youths have to watch the vacation movies.
Right, yeah.
I
I've seen
guess
those movies. They're
Okay, you've
fire.
seen. Okay, good.
an honorable mention I had, which I feel like this is an either you love it or you hate it film, is The Polar Express.
Oh, yeah,
I
Polar
feel like
Express.
some people really, really love it, but other people are like, I really don't understand the hype.
Yeah.
Also, I am
I
shocked
love
no
the
one
Polar
picked.
Express.
I love that
Haven't seen
film.
that in
I
years.
really really enjoy it. I'm also surprised no one actually picked Elf. I know CJ, you hate Will Ferrell in that film, but it is an iconic
I'm
Christmas
not
film.
surprised.
It really
like,
is. It's
Yeah,
so good. I mean,
and
Peter Dinklage and John
Yeah.
Favreau. I mean, it's just
yeah,
so good.
it's so good.
I mean, it's also just Will Ferrell screaming for an hour and a half. Like, ah! Oh my god, I'm just as funny as Will Ferrell. Ah!
I can't
my
take
God.
the slander right now. I can't. I grew
Unbelievable.
up on this movie. This is
If I
Yeah.
have one
unbelievable.
personality trait, it's hating on Will Ferrell.
Unbelievable.
You're just like me with Ben
can't.
Affleck, and that's fine. Some of the honorable mentions I had is like my favorite films ever, but I think they're just like purely British films. Like I don't know if any of you guys have seen them, but Nativity.
Nope.
So the first one has Martin Freeman in it, and the second has David Tennant in it, and it's like based in a primary school. So like what do you call it? Like not preschool, elementary school. And they're putting on like the school nativity, and they have this like supply teacher, and he's just fucking hilarious. Like it's genuinely. I have never quoted a film more than I've quoted Nativity or like just referenced it. They are so iconic. The third one is not as good. The second is my favorite because it has David Tennant in it, but the first one with Martin Freeman is incredible. Like you really should watch them, and it's like British humor, but I think you would find it hilarious. I also want to shout out. This was going to be my other silly pick, which is Barney's Night Before Christmas. Like Barney the dinosaur.
What?
This film.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Explain.
It's such a good film.
Let her cook.
I haven't watched it in years, but I can just picture the entire plot in my head because even when it wasn't Christmas, I was watching this shit. It literally came out in 1999, so it's shocking, but it's amazing. Like it's such a good.
Thank you.
Okay.
All I think of with Barney is how everybody, for whatever reason, in the 2000s, just like everybody just wanted to kill Barney. I don't know why. That was
I also wanted to kill Barney. Like I loved him until I was about 5 years old, and then I had a nightmare that he like ate me. So
wasn't there like some really like serious stuff that went down on the Barney set? Like some really
there's like a lot of there's a lot of like lore surrounding that.
Yeah.
My brother.
I also have one more honorable mention, and that's Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour because she's a gift that just keeps giving. So Merry Christmas.
I also have a couple honorable. I would agree with that. I have a couple honorable mentions. I wanted to pick for my main picks. Where The Family Stone is classic. It's really really good. It has Rachel McAdams.
Literally
Sarah Jessica Parker. It's good. It's so good.
So
I love it. Yeah, it really is. I forget who else is Diane Keaton, like just an iconic cast.
Very good.
And then Bad Moms Christmas. I fucking love that movie. I love the Bad Moms movies. They're so good. Catherine Hahn is in it, and Mila Kunis. Like it's so good. So those are my honorable picks.
Oh my god, A Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh my god.
I love A Muppets Christmas Carol.
Iconic.
I should have drafted that. It's okay. Oh my god.
That's fair. That's a valid one.
That's such a good film.
Well, we have just given you a bajillion films to watch this Christmas time.
Add to your list.
This has been, it started as a draft, now it's just become a guide to everything you need to watch before Christmas. But we do have some other non-Christmassy things to talk about this episode. And one of them has to do with someone we just talked about being crowned Person of the Year. Layla, take us away.
Oh my god. Taylor Swift was crowned Times Person of the Year of 2023. Oh my god. I was at work when this dropped. Okay, let me tell you. I got a notification on my watch from my friend Troy, and it was him mentioning me in a tweet, and it was like, has anyone checked on Layla? And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, what has Pedro done now? But I opened Twitter and see this stunning cover photo of Taylor Swift on Time magazine, and she just, that whole photo shoot is so fucking iconic. Like her with Benjamin and with the guitar behind her back, and like the whole, it's so reputation coded. Like there's so much to unpack here, but yeah, I'm so proud of her. The whole, like, everything she says in that interview just like killed me off, and like everything she was saying about like her career and like everything that's happened recently, and like, oh, it's so perfect. And I've pre-ordered the magazines, and I'm so excited to have it. It's just it's perfect.
Did you see that she said she's been enjoying football more?
Yeah, as she should.
And
Wonder why.
another quote in that took me out kind of funny. She was talking about like trash talking and like beef, and I'm assuming she was referring to Kim and Kanye. And she said trash will always take itself out. And I was like, damn.
Someone quote tweeted that and was like, I need 4K footage of Joe Alwyn taking himself out.
It's so funny. And then she actually, I don't know, she said that she actually fled the country like after the whole Kim and Kanye stuff. Like,
Yeah, that was interesting.
when she went into hiding, she like actually like left the country, which I didn't.
Honestly,
I knew she went into hiding. I didn't know she fled the country. So,
I want to flee the country so many times.
Good for her, honestly.
If I had the money that she did, then I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
But the pictures, the shoot, the interview, definitely check it all out. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me since Glenn's men's health article. So
that was literally like a week ago, bro.
You've had some really good magazine things in the past couple weeks.
Iconic.
Unless anything, has anyone else add about Taylor Swift? We have a trailer to talk about.
She's iconic.
She really is.
Exactly.
I would like to publicly declare that I am a new, I wouldn't say like full on Swiftie, but I would say casual Swiftie. I really have been getting into her music lately, thanks to the influence of my favorite youths. And I just really appreciate her talent. And it was the Eras Tour movie that did it for me. It's just awesome. And you just can't deny her power and talent. And she's just wonderful. So
I saw this week that she wrote Willow in 10 minutes.
I saw
Like,
that.
from start to
How
finish.
the fuck?
So crazy.
I'm sorry.
I can't even write like a paragraph in 10 minutes. Like,
literally.
Like, and the way that song is like such a masterpiece in songwriting, and she did it in 10 minutes.
She's crazy.
Like,
it's wild. Like,
she's the greatest songwriter of all time, and no one will convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
Like,
solid.
the way you can listen to her songs and just keep picking out new meanings from them is just like perfection.
Perfect.
She's so good at her job, and
Yeah.
she deserves all this hype she's getting this year.
Absolutely.
It's been a long time coming.
Hell yeah.
Well, moving on from Taylor Swift, The Boys Season 4 trailer has dropped, releasing next year. I don't think we have a date, just next year.
I don't think so.
The fact that we have a trailer leads me to believe probably before summer or during summer is when we'll get it. So it looks batshit crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Jaden, what did you think?
Yeah, so coming off of my last episode saying that Gen V was probably my top show for the year, this has me super excited. There was also news saying that season 4 of The Boys will lead directly from Gen V, which will lead directly into Gen V season 2. So that's going to be super exciting. I'm happy to see that this kind of franchise is branching out, bringing in new characters. I'm really happy to see returning characters. Obviously, we have Frenchie coming back. He was there. We have Carl Urban's Butcher coming back. So we're gonna have a blast going through this.
The deep.
Yeah, and the deep. We got the deep.
No.
So some new characters as well. And this is gonna be just another absolute roller coaster of a series, and I'm so excited for it. This is probably one of my favorite. I read the comics a little bit as well, and so it's gonna be a lot of fun, kind of being in the Boys era again.
The show is just so wild, and the way we left off in season 3 and what we learned in Gen V, I have no fucking clue where this shit's going. Like, it's going to be crazy. I know one of the producers or someone working on the show said that something they got away with in season 4 is the craziest thing they've ever done, and they don't know how they got away with it. Which, after Herogasm, how is it crazier?
How do you talk?
Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. Just how can a human brain just like think of those? Like, I just can't understand what goes through your mind to be able to think of this stuff. Like,
Drugs.
yeah,
Has
it's
to
gotta be
be.
drugs. It has to be
100%.
drugs. It just has to
But
be.
in the trailer, I was hoping we'd see maybe a Maria Moreau or some Gen V characters. We didn't get any of those, but we see the senator, I forget her name, but the one who has the
Yeah.
same powers as Maria
Oh,
was prominent in the trailer. She's been a prominent character in the past few seasons, so very intrigued to see where we go. So it looks like we're getting a little civil war in the world of the boys between the supporters of Starlight and the supporters of Homelander. And it's just a
Seems
little
too
too
real.
real.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's way too real.
It's just a little too real.
Especially with another election next year, I feel like it.
Oh
I
God!
just,
Don't
I
even
don't know if
remind
I can
me.
handle.
Good luck to you.
Okay, well,
Layla,
yeah.
I will be coming to the UK very soon.
Yay.
probably.
Seriously.
Pray for us, Layla. We need your
Please.
prayers.
Oh, I
You really
will.
do.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of another country though, and the boys, apparently they're making a Mexico spinoff. I don't know if
Oh
you guys have
yeah.
Oh
seen that.
yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. I don't really know like
The
where they're
writers
gonna
of
go
Blue
with
Beetle
that.
are attached too.
Oh.
And
Oh,
Diego
yeah.
Luna,
It's-
he's producing it, right?
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's also set to be like one of the main actors in it as well.
Yeah. And
What a fucking
so-
Gael
icon.
Garcia Bernal, I think.
Oh man, I'm so excited for that. I kind of made like a little theory. Maybe they're gonna do like a cartel version of fucking
Ooh.
Oh my
super
God, that would
super
be so
cartel.
good.
That would be so
Oh, that'd be
insane.
really cool.
So insane.
No, I'm just glad they're expanding this universe. It is one of my favorite things. When the voice is good, it is
Yeah.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little much, and sometimes it's a little over the top for me. But when it truly focuses on the story it's trying to tell, there's not much better.
I agree.
And the Deep is just like a top 5 iconic character of all time.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm not a Deep defender, but
Just to
I'm a Deep
clarify.
enjoyer.
Yeah,
I'm a
just.
Deep enjoyer.
Oh my God.
I remember. I think
Yeah, right.
I think it was the start of this year I watched The Boys for the first time. It was either the start of this year or like late last year. I really can't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember
think I
sending
remember
like the most out of pocket messages to the group chat. I was like, he did not just pull his dick out right now. And like you would know immediately what I was talking about.
Be like, oh, you're watching The Boys. So, yep. Okay.
Yeah.
This
It's
damn
like a giant
octopus.
dick.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The octopus.
It was such a roller coaster, like binging, because I think there were like 2 episodes left of season 3 that were like waiting to be released as I was watching. It was such
so
a
it's
roller
last summer
coaster.
then.
Yeah. Last
Oh,
summer.
okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know why. Yeah, it was last summer because I remember I watched it for the first time because Chris had watched the first 2 seasons, and then I was like, really, just like, I'm not interested. I don't want to watch it. But everybody was talking about it. I was like, I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot. So we binged like the whole thing up until it was releasing, maybe
It's
like
not a
halfway through
bingeable
season 3.
show.
That's
It's
what I was
not.
going
I
to
was
say.
like-
It was such
I
a
was like,
roller coaster. Like
yeah.
going through all of
It's a
everything
terrible
that happened,
binge.
and I fucking binged it
Terrible.
quickly. So I was
Yeah.
experiencing all of this in the space of like 2 weeks. I was like,
Yeah,
Just
it's like
please,
Game of
just give me a
Thrones. You
break.
can't really binge
Because
that.
I
It's-
remember when the first season dropped, I literally had no idea like anything about it. This is before I even
Yeah.
knew you guys. And I just decided I was just gonna sit down because I had nothing to do all day and just binge it because I wanted to binge
Oh, no.
something. It was so heavy, but when I
Yeah.
finished binging it, I just felt so lost. Like I felt like I had no direction. Like I felt like, what the fuck do I do now? Like
you're a new person after you watch the
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everything
Like
You can't
can't
unsee it.
unsee.
it's wild.
No, you really can't. You can't.
I
you can't
agree with
unsee
you,
any of
Emma.
it.
I put it into the same categories like Game of Thrones and like The Last of Us, where it's almost
Yeah.
too like heavy to binge it.
Do
Yeah.
do not
'Cause-
binge The Last of Us, please.
I
don't wanna
that would
die.
be- Yeah,
You'll
that
never
is-
see me doing it. Like I haven't
No.
done it, and I don't plan on doing it. If I'm rewatching
honestly-
it, like 1 episode a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know if I will rewatch The Last of Us because it's absolutely amazing, but it just changes your brain chemistry for a little bit, and you're like, I don't
Speaking
know if
from
I can do it.
experience, don't.
I remember even just watching that 3rd episode with
Oh.
Bill and Frank for the
no.
first time. I was
Oh my
messed
God.
up the rest of the day. Like
was
it's all I
absolutely
could think
destroyed.
about. And it's like different because like when I watched Saltburn, all I could think about was Saltburn for the rest of the
Yeah.
day. But it wasn't like didn't really have an effect on me. It's just kind of like this movie's living rent free in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
But that is like it actually makes me depressed the entire
It crushes
day.
you.
It really,
Like,
really
it
does. Like,
genuinely
truly,
ruins you.
I was truly crushed. Like, I haven't cried. Like, I cry during shows and stuff, but I was like actually like ugly
Yeah.
crying. I'm like, this is because it's
Just
just
you
so
wait until
beautiful
season
too.
2.
Oh God,
Yeah,
I'm not
great.
Just you
ready.
wait.
Ready.
I might have to boycott. Like, I might have to boycott.
I think you should.
I'm absolutely
Still
not ready
recovering
for
from
it.
season 1.
Yeah.
I remember when new episodes would drop, I would be like, I was like excited, but I'd be like, oh, here we go. I'd get my
You have to,
tissues
like,
and ice
hype
cream
Yeah,
ready.
I'm like,
that
It
shit.
got to a
No,
point where I
literally.
would get a point where I'd have ice cream every time I ate.
Yeah,
Every time I watched the show, I'd
exactly.
be eating ice cream because I needed it.
Exactly.
Because it would be
Yep.
like comfort food for this
Oh,
terribly
my
not
God.
comforting show.
No.
And was it Ted Lasso started around the time it ended, I think.
Yeah.
So I would immediately watch the
That's
Ted Lasso
right. Oh
episode
my
to
God,
lift my
yes.
spirits afterwards because
Yep.
Mhm.
we needed it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I miss Ted Lasso.
Oh, I miss that
I
show
miss
so
it so
much.
much.
Oh
Can
my
we just
God.
restart
Bring it back.
2023 and rewatch all the stuff that we watched?
Oh my
This was a
God.
good
Please, there's
year.
some just amazing year for movies and shows
was a
that I
good
just want to
year.
experience
It's also
again.
just been a pretty good year in general. Like,
Yeah,
I've
it
had
has.
a good year.
Yeah.
If you want to
A lot of fun
recap
stuff.
2023, last week we did a 2023 wrapped episode on Fandom Academy, which you can find on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We did our favorite movies of the year, most underrated movies and TV shows, favorite music, favorite moments, everything. So go and check that episode out.
Slay. And I think that'll do it for our episode, unless anyone else has anything else they'd like to talk about.
No, I
I
don't.
don't think so.
Then
This
we
has
are
been
all set.
fun.
Yeah,
This was
thank
a
you,
good
Emma, for
episode,
coming
guys.
on.
Thanks
It's
for
been a
having me.
great episode.
Yeah.
And make sure you're following us everywhere on TikTok, on Twitter, Instagram. I already said TikTok. Just follow us on TikTok twice, I guess. Just make 2 accounts. But
Yeah.
we have so much content planned, so much coming. We have so many fun things coming out. Anyone but you guys comes out in like
Oh, that's right.
2 weeks.
Oh
So
shit!
I'm
get
excited.
ready to hear me fucking go insane. Because that episode will be like my most anticipated episode ever. And it'll just either me sobbing, me like foaming at the mouth, or something. You'll get some reaction. And because it'll be fun. But make sure you're following us everywhere. Make sure you're reviewing our podcast if you watch. If you watch on YouTube, leave us a nice little comment. If you watch on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, rate us and review us. Those really do mean a lot. And we love to hear your feedback. So, unless anyone else has anything else to add, just let the people know where they can find you. Jaden?
Yeah, you guys can find me. It's kind of on my screen here. Jaden.cmduran, pretty much all over socials. I've been posting some clips and whatnot on my stuff, so go check it out. Have a laugh or whatever you want to do. Give it a like, share it, and I'd appreciate that.
Lela?
You can find me anywhere at FalconsNet on all socials. By the time this episode releases, it will have already happened. But this weekend, I'm playing in a charity match with like some UK
Oh, yeah.
movie talkers. We're doing it for charity, a charity called Kidscape, which is an anti-bullying charity. I'm really nervous for it, but I'm also really excited that I just get to spend the weekend with these amazing people. If you want to donate to Kidscape, you can find the Just Giving page on my friend Henry's, all of his socials. It's Henry or Henry_Calvert, and it'll be in the link in his bio. It will still be open to donate even after the match, so anything would be appreciated. And yeah, look out for my coverage of the match.
Emma, finally, where can people find ya?
You can find me, it's on the screen, at _MEMMINEM. On Instagram, you can find me at Emma Jacqueline Reads. And yeah, I have just had an article come out on Agents of Fandom about ranking my top 5 animated Disney villains. And yeah, that's it. I'll have some stuff probably coming out in the next couple months. But yeah, just follow me for rants and coffee content and books. That's about it.
Thank you for coming on, Emma.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for
I
joining
love to
us.
come on anytime. You guys are the best. You guys are my favorite youths and just favorite people, honestly.
Yay.
Well, you can find me at CJDar_, and I hope you have a holly jolly Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Dream Christmas Tree Farm.
Merry Swiftmas.
Old-timey version recorded at Long Pong Studios.
And listen to like the 2008 Taylor Swift Christmas album.
And Tis the Damn Season and
Yeah.
Begin Again because she says
Yes.
Christmas in that one, and Champagne
Honestly, just
Problems because
listen
she
to
talks about
Evermore.
decking the halls.
Yeah, just
and-
listen to the entire. Yeah.
All right.
Bye guys. Bye.